Alright, this video is not going to be terribly long, but it's very important because of some of the information that I found out today. It's lining up with some of the things that I said back 3 months ago or so. If you have not seen this video, I would recommend watching it, because then it'll make sense as to what I'm going to talk about. So this was back in April when I was talking about the proof that the company that first started in this germ warfare, biological warfare stuff, Biorad in Hercules, California, how they are connected to the people that are doing the CV test. They're essentially connected to everything. But I was going back through that information that was written in the early 90s. So it definitely wasn't anything. There's no way that they could have known these things, you know, right? Dang it, where'd it go? Oh, I lost it. Crap. So I'm seeing some more similarities, and I can't say for sure yet, but I just want people to be, on the lookout. I don't want anybody to be afraid. I just want you to be smart and just don't do anything like ridiculous. Don't think that, oh, this is all fake and all this, because I think these people are playing a different game. I think they're doing I don't want to say anything that's, I think that they are upping their game of what they are playing with. And I just don't want anybody to become a statistic. Alright? And another thing that I noticed whenever that, I don't know if y'all heard about it, but he was like, I don't know, pretty young, in his 40s or something, and he died from corona. And I looked into his background, and he had been deployed like 2 times, and I was like, there's something going on with that. And then I started seeing that the Gulf War syndrome, so this was back in the information that I talked about in this video, that Gulf War syndrome was also connected to all of this biological warfare things that they had been testing in Biorad, right? And so people that have already been exposed to the Gulf War syndrome or have been deployed and were around all those fires, if you've been deployed, you know what I'm talking about. But the fires that have seemed to cause a lot of guys that had been out there a lot of issues, you're going to be likely more susceptible to what they're calling coronavirus. But my concern is not so much the actual cold symptoms. I am concerned with what the lingering effects are going to be. And just as this is saying how it's showing it, these things that they messed with, that they were doing testing on. This is the company, they made these biological weapons in Hercules, California. Okay? And they go on to talk about the T lymphocytes and all of these things. Those are the things that are affected with HIV. And then we see that exactly, remember in the beginning how the genes were similar to HIV. And then it goes on to talk about Epstein-Barr. That's what we're seeing with in Thailand, what they're seeing. Not that one. Thailand had put out some new research, and they're showing why, look, could Epstein-Barr virus explain why certain COVID-19 patients manifest certain symptoms while others are asymptomatic? I think there are multiple strands, and that is why I can't explain all of this. at this point. But I want you just to be aware. I was at the emergency room today and I was talking to the nurses there, and they were saying that what they're seeing this round with the patients and everything is different than what they saw in the beginning. They just said the symptoms are just kind of all over the place, but all similar. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not just like a normal cold. They're having all of these weird things like foot numbness and loss of taste and smell and all of these things, which again is linked with Epstein-Barr. And for those who have not looked into ALS has a lot of similarities with Epstein-Barr. From what I know about ALS, it seems to be multiple viruses that are in your brain, coupled with toxic metals, okay? And I'm not saying that, you can cure it, although there are doctors that have said that they have cured it. But what it is, it's all of these weird viruses getting together, crossing the blood-brain barrier, and coupled that with all the heavy toxins, the heavy metals that we have in our water, in our food, all of these things, and then it just gets more and more on your brain, and that's what it causes the ALS, and that can be reversed with natural foods and things like that. I can't say that for sure, but that's what I'm seeing. But anyway, what I'm saying is there is some very odd things that are going on with this, and it goes directly back exactly what Danny Casolaro was exposing back before he was murdered in the 90s. Okay? Exactly. So where this came from, I'm not even going to speculate. Did it come from China? Did China buy it from Biorad? I don't know. And I mean, I don't think I could ever prove that, but I can prove that all of these things are definitely connected. And I have done that with these other videos. I just want everybody to do not be fearful. I just want you to be smart. Don't be, don't say, oh, it's just, there's nothing to it, and just don't do that. Because these people are sociopaths, y'all. And I'm getting other information from people. These people are upping their game. That's all. I hate to have to talk like that. I'm not trying to self-censor, but y'all know I'm already demonetized. Like, I could lose my channel in a second. So I'm trying to tell you as much as I can. I'm surprised this video is still up. This one. So y'all go, if you have not seen damning proof that the company making this, that I hate to say made it, but the company that did biological research, biological weapons research since the 70s, is connected with the people that have made the test, as well as likely the vaccine. Although the vaccine seems to be India right now, and that's another thing. So just watch this. And I just think that there is some things going on with after effects. Like, oh yeah, you got over COVID, but then next year your entire nervous system might be shot. You know, that would be horrific. So eat as much fresh fruits and vegetables as you can. Stay away from sick people. You know, just be smart. Just be smart. These people have been working on these biological weapons, this germ warfare, I mean, since at least the 70s. And our country's not the only people. You know, Japan has done a very great job. China, we never know what China's doing. So, look, positive Epstein-Barr virus detection in coronavirus disease 2019. This was back in, let me see. This was a while back. This was like at the beginning, and they were saying that, and then all of a sudden they just stopped talking about it. You know, why did they stop? See, at first they were talking about it as if it was an Epstein-Barr virus. Epstein and Barr, I know, weird names, right? Epstein, Jeffrey, and then William Barr. Isn't that weird? It's like, maybe, I'll just leave it at that. It's weird, right? I mean, Epstein-Barr has been around for a long time, but isn't that interesting? I know this video is kind of just all over the place. I just want you to just be aware. Just don't be dumb. And in this video, I have the link to that document I'm talking about that was written in the 90s by Danny Casolaro before he was killed. Suicided. But, anyway, guys. I hope that wasn't too confusing. Y'all have a wonderful night. There's just some really weird things going on with this, and I think there's too many people that are starting to say, oh, there's nothing to this, and then I think that's when they're going to drop the bomb, if you know what I mean. I hope you understand what I mean. But anyway, y'all have a wonderful night. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye, guys.